Hey there, today I want to talk about what your brand colors say about you. So, we all make assumptions, false or otherwise, or whatever you want to look at them as to what a color represents. I remember when I was a stylist, there was once this insane photographer that wouldn't let anyone wear black sneakers or anyone shoot black sneakers on a photo shoot because it reminded him of his ex-girlfriend. But, more important than that and on a bigger picture is when someone doesn't know you and they see your website or your business card and they look at the colors and visually how does it connect to what you are and to who your brand is. Let me tell you a really funny story. I was talking to a colleague of mine the other day and she's super smart and she's in finance and she's like the bee's knees of knowing her stuff, and I never really looked at her website. She had me look at it and I'm like, why are you in finance and talking about people's money and your website is the color of a penny, right? A penny. So she's like, I never thought about that. It's burnt orange. I'm like, it's copper. And if you're in business and saying that your website colors are all in copper, people are going to assume that you're not worth much, right? So I'm not saying that if you're a finance person, you have to have a green site, but you have to have a site that represents a color of strength and power. Just as if you're a lifestyle coach, you don't want to go for those really rudimentary kind of corporate banky blues and greens either, because people look at it and they think they want to put their money in an ATM. So you don't want to have a crazy orangey, yellowy color, or people are going to think they're going to get hot dogs from you, hamburgers from you, right? So what you want to do is create a color that represents who you are and stick with it. When I redid FocusOnStyle.com back, I don't know, 10 years ago, maybe the first on that redo, we came up with this hot pink bar and I came up with this really gorgeous logo. So for years after that, people know me and represent me by my logo and the colors in it. So if I totally 360'd who I was in style, you wouldn't know who I was visually because the message is different. So really find great brand colors. When you are rebranding, just like we did with FocusOnStyle.com, we kept the colors, we kept the general vibe of the site, but changed the design and the visual messaging, but it still looks like the site, so it's not unfamiliar, and it still represents colors that are modern, that represent women, that are cutting edge, stylish, and successful, because that's the brand I'm trying to create and I have created. So the same thing goes for you when you're creating your website or your business cards or your logo or for whatever that is. Make sure that you connect with colors that represent your business, your industry, and what you like. And here's a real fast tip that you can try right now. If you don't know where to look, go look at what you really are just driven to, what you're attached to, what inspires you in other companies outside of your industry, and then take those colors and put them into your brand. So if it's a fashion brand that you like, or it's a business brand or whatever it is, use those colors as your launch point into your personal brand. But whatever you do, please don't get stuck with all these rudimentary, generic, templated kind of colors because they're so yucky and blah. People are never going to know you and you're never going to stand out. And don't pick a color that represents some underbelly of what you're trying to do, like a finance coach having a site that's the color of a penny. And for those of you who are not in the United States, that's our kind of lowest form of currency, is a little penny coin. So hope this helps you. See you in the next Focus on Style Quick Tip. I'm Sharon Haber. And if you like this, guys, hey, subscribe. The links are all over the place, but you can go to FocusOnStyle.com/insiders for your free gift. And don't forget to go to FocusOnStyle.com and look at my new rebrand. See you in the next Quick Tip. Mwah. Bye.